Hey YouTube, so Look Away is directed by Assaf Bernstein, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and starring India Eisley and Jason Isaacs. And this is a horror film about an awkward teen who doesn't really have any friends. She has trouble at school, trouble at home. She's socially awkward. She has a really tough life being accepted for who she is. And she just, everybody's trying to change her, and everybody's trying to get her to be more energetic, and she's just this awkward kid. However, she sees this reflection in the mirror that offers to help her be more brave, to help her get the things she wants, the things she's too scared to go for. However, there's this sinister aspect to this other half, so to speak, that she talks to. I really enjoyed this movie. I was surprised how much I liked this movie. It kind of flew under the radar. Like I never heard of it before, but when I picked it up at Walmart and I looked at the back and I saw what the movie was about and I saw some of the talent behind it, I was really intrigued. And I want to support films that are lesser known and that are more indie, and this absolutely fits the bill. And it's really well directed. And very, very well acted. India Eisley is great in the main role. She does a great job not only playing Maria, the shy, insecure girl, but also playing her reflection, who is obviously not necessarily evil. She's sort of unfiltered desire in a way. She is everything, every negative and every negative thought and every desire that Maria's ever had is put into this other individual. And I love how ambiguous this film is as to what this mirror self is, because it lends it to all sorts of different possibilities there. And I don't want to get into spoilers or anything, but I love the way that it goes into letting the audience think about who this other half is. It doesn't just give you answers right away, or really at all, maybe. And I absolutely love that. I mean, if you're the kind of person who didn't enjoy the ending of Hereditary or the ending of The Shining, this might not be the movie for you, because it's a very slow burn and it's not even really that scary. But character and the situations that she's in are so interesting and so well directed. She's constantly trying to decide through this film if she's going to let this darker side of her psyche take over, and she is trying to make up her mind. And when she's like sitting in the bathroom thinking about it, you can see, visual cues, like there's paint on the walls that kind of look like cracks in the walls, and those get bigger and more apparent, and there's a lot of really cool visual cues like that. I love the director's style in this movie. It's directed very, very well. And Jason Isaacs plays her father, and he's a plastic surgeon, and he's sort of the reason that she eventually gets pushed over the edge and decides, okay, I'm going to let my inner desires and all of my unfiltered feelings just come out and take over. Because he's a plastic surgeon, and he's almost embarrassed by the fact that his daughter isn't exactly perfect in both physically and mentally. She's not perfect in his eyes, and it's kind of a sad and tragic story. It doesn't wrap up neatly. It's very realistic despite its almost preposterous notion. Probably the best modern day telling of a Jekyll and Hyde story that we could get. And what I wasn't expecting was to see remorse from her darker half. They do a good job of bringing humanity to this, as I said, this unfiltered darker side, because it's not like they make her look demonic or they change her voice at all. It's just, she's just a different person with a different attitude. But when she does bad things, or when she goes too far, there's parts where she feels remorse or realizes that, oh shit, I've done something that's going to potentially ruin Maria's life. Because the two do care about each other, and it's interesting to see them like talk back and forth through the mirror. And her mirror self realizing that maybe just having unfiltered desire and just going for everything isn't the exact way to go, that maybe there needs to be some sort of balance. Look Away is a very good film, and like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, but I feel like it's something that's going to unfortunately fly underneath the radar and not be discovered for a little while. And for those that didn't like movies like Hereditary, or if endings like The Shining or Inception don't sit well with you because you have to kind of make up your own mind as to what it means, then the end of this movie, you're not going to like it either, because it doesn't wrap up nicely. It leaves it open to subjection. It asks the audience to participate in the storytelling of the film, and not in a lazy way at all. It's done very, very intelligently. What's your favorite movie or book that has a character with split personalities? Comment below, let me know. As you check out my book, Night of the Half Angel, on ebook and paperback, you can check out my new merch store that is available right down below. Thanks as always for watching. Bye. It's consistently what I have to deal with when I'm recording. They never want to use the scratching posts until I start recording.